Now, as the need to properly package reproductive health messages among teenagers continues to grow, Polycom Girls has collaborated, that's a Kibra-based non-governmental organization, has collaborated with partners to create a book called Siri Ya Mwezi. This is an effort to create awareness on period poverty and demystify menstrual health, especially among this vulnerable demographic, especially for those living in the informal settlements. Vincent Mwinde, the Communications and Male Engagement Officer for Polycom Girls, spoke with Hope TV on this comic book that attempts to remove the harsh tones in teenage menstruation and invite the men in this crucial conversation.
So what inspired it is we were looking at a very innovative way of addressing issues of access to information and education specifically. But we didn't want it to be like sort of like what girls access in the normal setups in terms of homes. Because even this conversation on menstruation in homes, there are harsh tones. You'd call your daughter kando, mwambie story ya menstruation, but the brother doesn't know about anything about menstruation. So there are harsh tones, even in schools. So the girls are called kando. They are, they're given information on menstruation, sanitary towels, alafu wanapewa sanitary products, and then they hide them so that the boys don't see them. At that time, boys are playing in the field. Tuko na mkutano ya girls. The girls. So we work with almost 50 partner schools in Kibera. 50 partner schools. Wow. So we have our own pad making company, Kibera Padco. Okay. So we make our own pads. Yes. So from scratch. So for us, we are certified by KEBS. We know what we are using in terms of making the pads. They are, certified by the Kenya Bureau of Statistics. So apart from that, we've been having those mentorship sessions and making sure that girls are able to access sexual reproductive health information. But we felt like there's an entire need of having conversation on menstrual hygiene management and specifically menstrual health. So the Siri Ya Mwezi comic book is it's a school setup of whereby Hakima is one of the girls who is joining a new school. But then she also struggles to understand how the conversations on menstrual hygiene education in the school is on harsh tones, whereby she witnesses girls being set aside to have a meeting and boys go to a separate place to just play, but not being part of the conversation. And this really bugs her and really disturbs her. And she even sees how young girls in the school, how they experience their first period and how they carry themselves. And this really disturbs her. So she's able even to ask the teacher and even counter the teacher in terms of how the school handles conversation on menstrual hygiene. And this is how she was able to ask the teacher, why can't we even have men and specifically the boys in our class even be part of our meeting that we had so that they also understand what menstrual education is all about. So even going forward, this also goes to a home scenario whereby even the father comes with a conversation on menstrual hygiene. He's able to be engaged by the young girl. So this brings in the conversation that any person in the community has a very critical role to play in terms of menstrual education and menstrual conversation in the community. So this is a call. The whole book is also a call to the stakeholders so that they also understand what are some of the issues that girls and adolescent girls specifically in schools and even in our local setup really are affected with. Why Siri Ya Mwezi? I know people are asking, why Mwezi? But when we were thinking about it, personally when I was thinking about it, it was, we always think of menstrual conversation secret. Siri Ya Mwezi. The other communities in Kenya, let me specifically talk of the coastal region. Yes. Do you know that the coastal region, people use the moon to count days? Yes. And I was like, wow. Yeah. Secret, Ya Mwezi, it can be the moon, it can be the month. So that's secret that people try to use harsh tones to talk about it, but we do no longer want it to be Siri. Under the campaign, this is under the campaign, My Period. My period. So just like girls to own the conversation. My period. It's my period. Yes. And I want to talk about it. And I want to openly discuss about it. So when I'm seeking assistance, people don't feel like it's something that I'm not supposed to be talking about. It's a taboo.